Even if you give Tinubu 30 years in government, nothing will happen. It will still not change anything. I'm not the one, though. It's coming from somebody we'll be discussing in a moment. Well, thank you very much for joining us. It's still Serious Matters here at 20 TV. My name is Olukun Abraham. And please don't forget to share videos or drop your comment. Make them simple and civil. Yeah, well, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Daniel Bwala, has suggested that the current administration of President Bola Tinubu may end up like his predecessor. Well, he noted that this was exactly how Nigerians were told to be patient for 8 years, while Buhari's administration was busy doing very little or nothing. Bwala said that Tinubu has already spent 31.8% of his first administration or first term in office and has only succeeded in raising the sufferings of Nigerians during this period. He said when people talk about being patient and waiting, he said you have to look at the time frame the public officer is expected to execute the work. Bwala, who was the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party Presidential Campaign Council for the 2023 presidential elections, said on Channels Television, credit to Channels Television, he did that on Monday. And so the president, he said, has just been voted into a term of 4 years. He is 8 months into the term, which constitutes 31.8% of the total time that he has. He has less than 70% time in government. When is that going to happen? When President Buhari took over in 2015, it was the same language, and we patiently followed, and he finished the first term and finished the second term. When there is a fundamental problem with policy, time is relevant. 30 years, it will not work. Most of the economists I've listened to have faulted the president's budget, with which he was supposed to deliver the agenda flat out. Like I would always say, don't wait for my own comment on this matter. You say, what is my opinion about it? Just leave me alone. Leave me alone with my opinion. Everybody's entitled to his own opinions, and I can decide to talk about it and not talk about it. But when I'm talking, you already know where I'm tweeting towards. Do you agree with Bwala on this particular one? He said, we want to see deliverables. Nigerians are tired of English. We're tired of mathematics. We're tired of economics. We're tired of science and technology. We want to see practical things, he said. And to come to think of the sad events that took place in Plateau, where 112 persons were killed and, several others, numbering over 40 were injured severely, that's to say that their security situation has not by 1 inch changed since this new administration of renewed hope that some people have tagged as renewed shege. So sad. I don't know. But do you agree with Bwala on this one, that even if you give President Bola Tinubu 30 years in office, nothing will still change? Though I saw some comments by some people, several others I will not be able to read out because of the language in which they were put. But then let's talk about some of them, one or two. Well, this is coming from Kitty Kane. He said, all you get from this government is inflicted contracts of using 15 billion naira to renovate houses built with less than 5 billion naira. The incessant and unnecessary dragging of Igbos who said Buhari wholeheartedly, and the empty promises of certain investment coming from countries or foreign countries battling with their own domestic economic issues. That's coming from Katie Kane. I'd love to take one more. I saw one more that is not so bad. You know, let's look at this. He said, this is coming from Happney65. He said, on the eve of his inauguration, I wrote on my status that nothing good will come out of his administration, as he is even worse than Buhari. 2024 will be even worse than 2023. He says Nigerians should brace up. I think I've heard that severally from one of our radios in Nigeria. I think I've heard that severally, that 2024 is going to be worse and Nigerians should brace up. Tinubu is just here to settle his friends and cronies. Nothing good will come out of his administration. The only thing he knows how to do is to play politics and nothing else. An administration to settle politicians while the people wallow in poverty and misery. Well, you can imagine what to expect when we talk about, if you are to imagine what comments I am looking at, you know, at the bottom of this editorial. However, you are free to drop a comment, but then make them simple and civil. Let's know what your opinions are on this particular matter. This is still Serious Matters here at FTV, and don't forget to share videos with others. Thank you very much for watching.